So just this month, I bought a PS Vita Slim and it was my first time owning one. What was the experience like playing it in 2022? And should you buy one? Let's find out. But first, roll the intro. For those who are new to my channel, it would really help if you would click on subscribe and hit on that notification bell to stay up to date with my latest videos. I am from the Philippines and in this channel, I generally talk about video games, I do gameplays, I do modding and emulation tutorials, as well as unboxing and reviews, just like this one. Okay, let's start. So the original PS Vita, also known informally as the PS Vita OLED or PS Vita Fat, was released way back in December 2011 in Japan and February 2012 in the US. Basically, the handheld is over 10 years old. Unfortunately, this was discontinued back in 2019 and since then, PlayStation hasn't released any new handhelds. While the PSP, which was widely popular in the Philippines, had about 82 million sales worldwide, the PS Vita was considered a big flop for Sony, generating 10 to 15 million sales during its lifespan. Ouch. Now, the PS Vita redesign, the PS Vita Slim, was released in October 2013 in Japan and May 2014 in the US. While I did originally own a PS Vita OLED, I didn't have a chance to own the PS Vita Slim. I've been Vitaless for the past 5 years and I haven't really gotten back my original PS Vita OLED since lending it to someone to play Persona 4. So yes guys, this is just a box. Oh well. Anyway, I decided to buy a PS Vita Slim for my collection so that I can play PS Vita games. I only had the chance to play 3 games prior: Uncharted Golden Abyss, which was my very first Uncharted game, Resident Evil 2 Revelations, as well as Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Fortunately, I was lucky enough to get one with the box along with the paperwork and the original charger. Take note that you can't buy this brand new from stores since it's already out from production. Now this is the Borderlands 2 version, which came with an 8GB memory card and a Borderlands 2 code. But those things aren't here already. Still, you can say that this is a good package because most often than not, the PS Vitas you see on sale in the Facebook Marketplace don't have its box or paperwork. Heck, you can probably buy a Nintendo Switch Lite or the Nintendo Switch version 1 with these prices. Now, I bought mine for about 6,500 pesos, which is about $130 US. It was also hacked and it came with a 64GB memory card. Here in the Philippines, you can probably find a hacked PS Vita Fat anywhere from 90 to 120 US or 4,500 to 6,000 pesos. While I usually see the Slim model priced at 7,000 pesos or 140 US, but it can go up depending on the package. So let me just open the cover of the box because inside we have the main box of the handheld. Once we open that, there was supposed to be a 8GB memory card here and a game code, but since it's not here, I just placed the packaging of my 16GB memory card instead. Now, other contents include a quick start guide in English and other languages. We have the AR cards, which was printed on a piece of paper instead of being individual cards like the PS Vita OLED, some instructions about the AR cards, and a safety guide. We also have the wall adapter and its charging cable, which really surprised me when I opened the box because it was a more common micro USB cable. Honestly, I only found out about that when I bought the PS Vita Slim. I thought it was gonna be that proprietary charging cable like the PS Vita OLED. So the good thing is, I get to preserve this because I can just use my micro USB cable from my old Android phone. Finally, we have the PS Vita Slim, and it looks gorgeous. The analog sticks aren't sticky and it feels as if the unit isn't well used, so definitely a good purchase. In the game card slot, we have a SD to Vita Pro, which ironically has a licensed Nintendo Legend of Zelda micro SD that's 64 gigabytes. Now let's open the PS Vita. Oh, Squid Games. Okay, we have a The Last of Us Part 2 wallpaper, and we actually have games installed already. Actually, I've been playing the PS Vita a couple of days now, and I installed these games myself. Fortunately, downloading games on a hacked PS Vita is easy because you just need to go to PKG, start the application, then choose your game. Of course, you need to be connected to a Wi-Fi to do this. So if we bring up the menu, you can choose if you want PS Vita games, DLCs, demos, themes, PS1 games, PSP games, and its DLCs, as well as PlayStation Minis. You can also search for a game, let's say Spelunky, then just download it. Then you'll see that it's downloading. And once you're done, you'll see the game installed on your home screen. Now, since getting this PS Vita Slim, I started playing Final Fantasy X-2 HD and Danganronpa 2, both of which I haven't finished yet as of the making of this video. Now, despite being discontinued, the graphics are still good in 2022 for a handheld device. I definitely pick playing on the PS Vita with its tactile buttons versus my Android and iPhone 13 Pro. Since it's also a separate gaming device, I don't have to worry about my phone's battery usage. Bringing it isn't also a hassle since I'm always carrying a backpack around me. Although the PS Vita Slim has an LCD panel, unlike the more vibrant colors of the OLED screen of the PS Vita Fat, it's still pretty good. You'll only see the difference in image quality if you compare the two PS Vitas side by side. I do like that I don't have to worry about OLED burn-in over time with the PS Vita Slim. One thing I miss though versus my Nintendo Switch is the larger screen. The PS Vita only has a 5-inch screen, which is small compared to today's screen size standard. To put into perspective, it has a smaller screen than the iPhone 13 mini, which has 5.42 inches. My Xiaomi Mi 10T here has 6.67 inches, and the Nintendo Switch has 6.2 inches. So if I play an RPG like Final Fantasy X-2, texts are smaller, making it hard to see everything on screen. Well, you'll feel that way if you've been playing on bigger screens for years now. Playing on the PS Vita also made me appreciate gaming on the Nintendo Switch because of the ability of the console to, well, switch, as in going to dock mode to play on a bigger screen. You can technically do that with a hacked PS Vita if you connect a micro USB cable to your PC and play it from there. But the graphics get pixelized when it's stretched into the big screen. Since the PS Vita is lighter, I find it easier to game when I'm at bed, lying down, or when I'm at a couch, as compared to the Nintendo Switch. It's also easier to bring because of the smaller size. Now with all that said, should you buy the PS Vita in 2022? Well, I'd say, go for it. The PS Vita has several games locked away on PS Vita Island. There's Killzone Mercenary, Uncharted Golden Abyss, Soul Sacrifice, Freedom Wars, Shinobi 2, and many more. Yes, first-party games on the PS Vita is thin, but there's a vast amount of third-party and indie games available on the console. There's also no good PS Vita emulator that's out there yet to play these games. You'll be missing out on the gyro controls, the touchscreen controls, which, by the way, some games utilize, not just on the front, but also on the back panel. So this, guys, if you don't know, this is also a separate touchpad. The PS Vita is also a retro handheld, which lets you play games from the PSP and PS1, which can be played via Adrenaline. And if you want to, you can also install RetroArch, which lets you play the classic NES, SNES, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Sega Genesis, and many more. If you find a good deal, try to get one, especially since it'll probably get harder to find now that it's discontinued. Prices hasn't really gone down that much, and this will probably continue because there are lesser Vitas out there as compared to its contemporary, the Nintendo 3DS. So what about you? Do you already have the PS Vita? What do you like about it? Do you think we'll see another PlayStation handheld in the future? Let's talk about it in the comments down below. And with that, I think we're done. If you found this video helpful, interesting, or entertaining, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, then hit on that notification bell for more video game related content just like this. Thank you again for watching. Again, I'm Zach, and this is GG Fistbump.